Hispanic Lifestyle is pleased to have the support of Wells Fargo Bank. For more information, visit their website at wellsfargo.com. With roughly 60 million Latinos in the U.S., we highlight Latinas of influence, businesses surviving to thrive. We talk culture, travel, health, wellness, music, entertainment, and of course, food. Our passion is to share inspiring stories with the community. I'm Richard Sandoval, and this is Hispanic Lifestyle.
Well, hello, my name is Diana Rodriguez. I'm currently the president of San Bernardino Valley College. Have been the president over the past 5 years, serving San Bernardino, Rialto, and Colton, those communities there through our college. And soon, on August 1st, I will be the new chancellor for the San Bernardino Community College District, which will also then help serve Redlands and the Yucaipa communities, as well as Highland, Loma Linda, and everywhere in between.
And I'm not trying to be light of it, but really, you applied for this job and you really sought it. And I think I saw the quote, this is actually going to be your dream job.
It is. You know, I moved to the Inland Empire when I was 18, 19 years old. Transferred here to go to school at Cal State San Bernardino, and truly just fell in love with the community and the entire region. You know, I don't know of another place where the people are as warm and inviting and as welcoming as a community as they were to me the entire time that I've been here. And so it really is a dream job, a blessing to be able to help lead the district in this capacity and lead it with our board of trustees and our other leaders throughout the district. So I'm very excited about the position.
I really want to ask you a couple of very serious questions. We're looking at a post-pandemic economy and education. Is there any thoughts that you can share with us about what that may look like in the next couple of years, especially for these for the community colleges?
Yeah, you know, the pandemic, you know, I think caught all of education off guard. You know, our district alone to move, you know, over 20,000 students to a remote learning environment was no small feat. And, you know, kudos to our faculty and our classified professionals who really turned our campus into remote learning in a 3-week period. Full complement of instructional courses and services. So, you know, they did a remarkable job. And, you know, California has long been known for its, you know, innovation and robust economy, you know, demographic diversity, the quality of life here that we have. And I honestly believe that the Inland Empire and the success of the Inland Empire, right, is crucial to California's future. Our true potential lies in all of our people here within our region, particularly our students, who are going to be our next generation of workers and leaders in our community. You know, I look forward, you know, as I mentioned, to serving as, you know, Chancellor of the San Bernardino Community College District. You know, we're serving well over 20,000 students between Crafton Hills College and San Bernardino College. You know, and I recognize, you know, as you mentioned, entering at a critical time when families and students are doing their best to bounce back from the pandemic, both educationally and economically. You know, in talking with our students and in surveying our students and so on during this time of the pandemic, you know, many of students, they paused their education, right, to take care of their families and so on. And unfortunately, many of them lost their jobs during the pandemic and made difficult choices, right? Do I stay in school or do I care for my family? do I put food on the table? And so those are the things that the college wants to help students with, those things. And meanwhile, on top of that, many of our students who are working, right, they're working those essential worker positions, right? They're responding to wildfires. There are grocery clerks in the grocery stores. They're working in the warehouses. They're delivering goods, to households. They've kept things running during what I would suggest would be the darkest hours of the pandemic, right? So that others could stay home and be safe. So helping these students, helping these essential Californians, if you will, right, earn degrees, credentials, and provide them opportunities to earn a livable wage job here within our district. That really is one of my highest priorities, as a president and as an incoming chancellor. Yeah, but we also recognize, Richard, that we can't do this alone, right? So our vision is to strengthen our partnerships with businesses and industries as we come out of this pandemic, right? To prepare our students for what's next, right? I was talking with a couple of vice presidents of a vice president of an engineering firm, and he was talking about how he really needs to rethink the way they do business, rethink how they're going to connect with their customers and their workers, right? How they're going to communicate with them, because the world is going to be so much different post-pandemic. And
well, you not to stop you there, but you were literally addressing the next question I was going to have, is that I think as entrepreneurs and again, students going into school and getting this education at one point in time, they were thinking about going into a specific industry, and that industry may not look the same post-pandemic. And so I understand that the community colleges, San Bernardino Valley College in particular, they have programs that will assist the business owners to help either train or retrain their employees. And can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, that's actually something that I'm really quite proud of, that program that we have. And, it's probably one of our best kept secrets, right, within the district. But we do more than just award associate degrees and transfer students to various four-year schools. We have a department within our district that is 100% dedicated, in working with businesses to help meet their workforce and training needs. So at our district, we call this our Economic Development and Corporate Training Division, right? EDCT for short. We partner with small, medium, and large businesses to help retrain their employees. And some of the names of the organizations that we work with, I'm sure you'll recognize, Richard, and in the audience, we've worked with Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Mattel, 3M, Goodyear Rubber, Amazon, Walmart, and I can go on and on, among others. And every business is different, right? So we take pride in having our representatives meet with the companies and their executives to tailor a customized training program for their employees that will be specific to meet their needs, right? And once we do this assessment and determine the type of training that their employees will need, we send out our employees to teach these real world skills, right? Communication and teamwork skills, computer skills, conflict resolution skills, literacy skills, management, and so on, right? And right now, we have about 72 businesses across the Inland Empire that we work with. And we've provided those 72 business with about 6,500 skills training classes for their employees. We take it very, very seriously, and we're proud of the work that we do with these companies. And our business partners, they tell us it's particularly hard to attract skilled and qualified workers especially during the pandemic, right? And that's where our program comes in, right? We can help businesses retrain their existing labor force so that they can rebound from the pandemic as quickly as they want to, and in using folks within our community. So very proud of the work that they do at EdCT.
I just want to be clear, if somebody in our audience really wants to connect, do I give them your phone number and you'll handle them directly?
I wish that were the case. I wish that were the case.
No, but I'm sure that you would definitely help guide them.
Absolutely. We have fantastic professionals on staff. Can't say enough about the work of Deanna Crable and Wendy Lester, just two of the head folks within that program. But let me give you a number in case there's anybody listening that is interested. And that is 909-382-4086. And they can also reach us on our website at www.sbccd.edu and just look for the icon for the Economic Development Corporate Training position.
I know it's getting late in the afternoon, but I definitely want to ask you this question. And that is, can you somewhat look into a crystal ball, especially with all that information that you have, forecasting information? Mm-hmm. What are you seeing in the future, the next couple of years, specifically for the Inland Empire? How important education is? What's the potential job market look like for students wanting to enter community college?
I was looking at a study that was put out by our Student Aid Commission, and I found that 7 out of 10 students lost some or all of their income during the economic shift of this pandemic. Those numbers are huge. 7 out of 10, 70%. Our message to those students and to their families is, please don't give up on your education, right? And give us the opportunity to help you pay for that education. We want to do that for our for our community. And we have a generous financial aid system, which nearly about 8 out of 10 of all of our students that attend either one of our colleges, they come to us having to pay $0 in tuition fees. Our students get cash for college when they apply for the free application for federal student aid, commonly known as the FAFSA. We are also very much dedicated to helping our undocumented students receive funding. And so when they fill out the California DREAM Act application, right, they're also entitled to the same benefits as students. We also have a very robust scholarship programs at both of our institutions to help students. The pandemic has also taught us that online learning, right, is not for everyone. Our students value the hands-on learning and collaboration that takes place inside the classroom, right, with their peers and their instructors. So what we're doing is we're preparing right now to have a very safe return to in-person instruction, right? So in August, we're opening up many of our classrooms to have students come back. And for those students who are, hesitant to come back and want to stay remote learning, we're providing those opportunities as well. And more broadly, the pandemic also has reinforced our belief, right? And it's something that I've been saying for the 5 years that I've been here. We are the community's college, right? We want our community to come join us at the institution. We want our community to come get their education with us and allow us to help them reach their goals and be able to support their families right here in the Inland Empire.
Quickly, is there an industry that you're seeing that, I know you have a great paramedic program. I know you have other skilled programs that you offer as well. Healthcare, I have to assume, is going to be a big industry as well, too. But is there an industry that you, if I'm a student out there and I'm trying to figure out what it is I want to do with my life. Of
Mhm.
course, I'm a grown man still trying to figure out what I want to do with my life, but that's another conversation. Is there any direction, any advice that you would give that student and or their parents to pass on as far as that goes?
Absolutely. I would advise a student to make an appointment, either in person or remotely, with any one of our academic or career counselors to kind of really talk through what their interests are. And those professionals can provide them information, either clarify what those careers actually entail, right? So that the student gets a true knowledge of what that is. We have phenomenal programs across both campuses. You mentioned a few of them. Our nursing program, amazing. The fire science and EMT program at Crafton Hills College is just amazing. In fact, recently, we just went through our accreditation visit. And we were able to score the highest accreditation rating possible for a community college in our area. Ourselves and Crafton Hills College were the only two colleges within California that attained that high degree of accreditation status. And what that tells us is that any one of our programs that we offer at either of our institution is of the highest quality. So students really can't go wrong with the discipline that they choose.
Well, again, I want to congratulate you on your new position that you'll be taking. And I wish you a lot of luck. And it sounds like you're ready for the job.
Well, thank you, Richard. I appreciate that. And thank you for inviting me to your show. Appreciate that.
Didn't get enough? There's always more at HispanicLifestyle.com. And follow us on your favorite social media platform.